In this video now we are going to start paper 2 of Cambridge Law secondary checkpoint October 2021, and we would be starting from its question number 9 onwards. Question number 9 states the diagram shows 3 points A, B and C. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of the line AC. There are two methods to attempt this question. First method is to draw the line and then find out what is the midpoint of that. Joining these two lines, we can easily see that the midpoint is going to be this one, which is having the coordinates 2, 1.
2, 1.
Yes, this is a graphical method. Now, other than that, the question solving method is using the formula. If we have got x1, y1 as one point and x2, y2 as the other point, and we need to find out its midpoint, the formula for to calculate the midpoint is x1 plus x2 by 2. That is going to be the x coordinate of the midpoint, and then y1 plus y2 by 2. This is going to be the y coordinate of the midpoint. So now jotting these points, first of all, its coordinates are x0 and y negative 2, and the coordinates of point C are 4, 4. So this is going to be our x1 and this is going to be x2. So solving them up, 0 plus 4 by 2, and now this is the value of y1 and this is the value of y2, which is 4. So negative 2 plus 4 by 2. This is 4 by 2, that is 2, and negative 2 plus 4, that is again 2 by 2, that is 1. So again we get the same answer. So this is the formula to calculate the midpoint. Okay, then we proceed further. ABCD is a square. Write down the coordinates of D. If it is a square, ABCD, if it has to be a square. That means all of its sides would be of equal length, and that would make it a square. Again, we can attempt it in different methods. One of the simplest methods is going to be the graphical method. It's better to draw.
5 minus 1.
Yes, that is it. If you draw it, you get the same coordinates. You see, this is one line, this is other line. Okay, now to have it a square, we need to see this is it, and let me draw it with some other color. This one and then this one. Now that would make it a square. So that's why the coordinates of the point D are this. That is 5 and negative 1. Okay, this is how it is to be done, 5 negative 1. This is for part B. Okay, then after this, we proceed further to question number 10. Write each of these as a single fraction. Give each answer in its simplest form. Since you can see that the fractions are being subtracted having the same denominator, so we can straightforwardly subtract their numerators. That means it is going to be 6a minus a, that is 5a by 7. So this is the simplest form that we may have, 5a by 7. And in second case, you see that the first fraction has a denominator c. So to make the denominator same, we need to multiply the first fraction with 2 so that we can have 2 by 2c plus 1 by 2c. And then simplifying it, now since the denominators are same, their numerators can be added, giving us 3 by 2c. Now we need to see that one thing that you need to pay attention to is that we had to find the answer in the simplest form. So it's better to write down this thing as 1.5 times 1 by c. You need to be very much vigilant for this. It has got 2 marks, 1 mark for this and 1 mark for this. For that 1 mark, we need to see that this c is there in the denominator. So it has to be in the denominator. If you would write it 1.5 c, the answer would be wrong, because now you have made c in the numerator. You have multiplied c with 1.5, but actually it was being divided by 1.5. So it has to be 1.5 times 1 by c. Okay. So this is how these questions are to be done. Now we proceed to question number 11. A man has a mass of 120 kilogram. A bus has a mass of 17 tons. A rhinoceros beetle can lift an object 850 times its own body mass. Work out the number of buses the man could lift if he could lift 850 times his own body mass. Okay, with this now, we need to understand 17 tons. We know that 1 ton is equal to 1000 kilograms. So 17 tons would be equal to 17,000 kilograms. A man has a mass of 120 kilograms. Okay. So we can have it 850 times his own body mass. So that means his own body mass is 120 times 850 of that. This is what he can have. And now you need to divide it by the uh, mass of the bus, which is 17 tons. So this is going to be 17,000. Solving it out, we can have 0 gets cancelled out with this 0 with this 0, and then using the calculator. Since this is paper 2, we are allowed to use a calculator. We can use the calculator to find the answer, which is 6. So the man could lift 6 times more mass. So this is how this question is to be done. Then we proceed to question number 12 now. Okay. Hassan makes a scale drawing of his bedroom. He uses the scale 1 is to 40. We need to understand this thing. What does that mean? That means that this is the original room, for example, and when its drawing is to be made, that means if we would be drawing a line of 1 centimeter on the graph or on the scale or on the drawing, that would actually be measuring 40 centimeter length on the actual ground. So this is what does it mean. Hassan's bed is represented by a rectangle 4.5 centimeters long on his drawing. So when he has drawn his own drawing room, the length is equal to 4.5 centimeters. Work out the actual length of Hassan's bed. What would be?
180.
Yes. What would be the length of the actual room? This is what we need to find out. This is drawing and this is actual. Actual is 1 and drawing is 1 and actual is 40. So when it is going to be 4.5 times 1, this is going to be 4.5 times 40, which would give us 180. You can use your calculator, but I've done it. 4 4s are 16 and 4.5s are, which is 20. So this is going to be 180 centimeters. This length is going to be 180 centimeters of the actual drawing room. Okay. Now we proceed further. It's question number 13 now. Carlos builds a wooden frame. He needs two 4 centimeter lengths of wood and two 60 centimeters length of wood. Carlos has a 2 meter length of wood in total. Okay. Tick to show if Carlos has enough wood to build the frame. Yes or no? Choose your work.
No, he
Why?
doesn't.
Why?
Say 45 multiplied by 2 is 90, and
Okay.
60 multiplied by 2 is 120.
Yes.
120 plus 90 is 210 centimeters. Make when 2 meters are converted to centimeters, they are 200 centimeters. So he has 10 centimeter less.
Yes. Very well done. Very well done. Very well done. This is how it is to be done. If this length is 45, that means this would also be of the same length, 45. So their sum is going to be 90. Then if this is 60, this is going to be 60 also. So their sum is going to be 120. And adding them up, we get 210 centimeters. But this length is 2 meters, which is, and we know that 1 meter equals to 100 centimeters. For 2 meters, it is going to be 200 centimeters. So he won't be able to make a frame. from this. So the answer is going to be no. But for this, you need to show your working. This is not just your guesswork. It should not be the case. The working should be there. It has got actually 2 marks. So 2 marks are awarded, one for the right tick and one for the working. Okay, now it is question number 14. Two coffee shops record the different types of coffee they sell in a day. The pie chart shows their results: Americano, latte, other, cappuccino, and flat white. And same is with the other. Coffee shop at the park, total 144 cups. Coffee shop at the train station, total 480 cups. The coffee shop at the train station sells more cups of Americano. Then the coffee shop at the park. Okay. Work out how many more cups of Americano are sold. How many more cups? So this is actually, first of all, we need to calculate the number of cups and then we need to compare them. We need to see that the angle is 115. So 115 is the angle for Americano. And we know that total angles in a circle are 360. So we need to divide it by that. That means 115, that is the angle for the Americano, is a portion of the total 360 degrees of the circle. And we need to multiply it with the total cups sold, 144. So using the calculator to solve it out, 115 times 144, and we need to divide it by 360. The answer is 46. And similarly, solving this for that reason, 60 divided by 360 times the total cups in this case are 480. So 0, 0, and 6 tens are, and 6 6 are, 6 8s are 48, and 8 tens are 80. 80 cups are sold for this. So now we need to just subtract them because it is given that we need to find out more cups which are being sold. So more cups, 80 minus 46, that is 34. So the correct answer is 34. 34 more cups are sold at the train station. Okay, then it is question number 15. Here is a table showing some algebraic expressions and what they mean in words. Complete the table. One has been done for you. Algebraic expression is 5x minus 4. That means multiply x by 5, then subtract 4. Now the meaning is add 3 to what? X, then divide by 7. So we need to add 3 to x, this is it, and then means we need to divide it as a whole. So you can do it like this, divided by 7, or even if you do not use the brackets, it is understood that this is a single fraction having the numerator x plus 3. Okay, if some student is going to do it x by 7 plus 3, that is wrong. Or if someone is going to solve it like x plus 3 by 7, that is also wrong. So add 3 to x. This is to be made the first expression, x plus 3. Then that means you need to divide it as a whole. So x plus 3 divided by 7. And for the other way around now,
That's 3 plus x over 7 etc.
yes, that can also be done. Because addition is commutative, that makes no difference. 3 plus x whole divided by 7. That is also acceptable. Even if someone is writing like 3 plus x, then divided by 7, that is also okay. Or even if someone writes 3 plus x, that is okay also. But in this case, be very, very vigilant to use the brackets. If someone has skipped the brackets, that won't be the correct option. Because in this case now, you can see 7 is being divided by x only. But that was not the requirement of the question. So this won't be the case. This is the correct version. Okay, then in the same way, this is to be done 9 times x plus 2. So we can have add 2 to x, then multiply by 9.
सर आप ब्रैकेट वाला वापस निकाल सकते हैं ऊपर वाले सेकंड पार्ट के.
Okay, that is the same case over here also. If this would have been 9 times x plus 2, then the statement would have been multiply 9 by x only, then add 2. But since this is the bracket that is being used, so we need to add 2 to x first, and then we need to multiply it by 9. So same was the case in the previous version also. Add 3 to x. You need to add 3 to x, okay? X plus 3, that is the answer. Then divide by 7. That means whatever is the result, now you need to divide it as a whole by 7. If someone is not using the brackets and writing it just x plus 3 divided by 7, this means add, if you just apply the BODMAS rule, that means you need to divide first. So 3 would be divided by 7 first, and then its result would be added to x. But that is not the requirement. So in this case, this would be wrong. But if you just write it x plus 3, use the brackets, and then use divided by 7, that would be correct, because we need to open the brackets first. That means this is to be simplified first of all. So this would be directly meaning to add 3 to x, then divide by 7. Okay, now it's part B. I hope it is clear now.
Yes sir.
Okay, good. Part B is Samira writes an algebraic expression which means subtract 6 from x, then square. Write down the algebraic expression. Then, before then, what do we have?
X minus 2 bracket square.
No, it won't be 6 minus 2. Subtract 6.
X minus 2.
6 minus x. X. Subtract 6 from x. But even then it is not correct. You need to subtract 6 from x. It won't be 6 minus x. That's wrong. You need to subtract 6.
It would be x minus 6.
Yes, we need to subtract 6 from x. So this is going to be x minus x. And then square. That means now we need to square it. That means now you need to square this expression. If a student is using just square without the bracket, what does that mean? He is subtracting square of 6 from x. Doesn't it mean square 6 first and then subtract it from x? But this is not what we need. As far as the actual statement that we are given with, we need to have the whole square of x minus 6. Okay. I hope I have made myself clear to you now.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Then I proceed further. Question number 16. A security code is made up from one number and then one shape. First of all, we need to use a number from 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we need to use a shape. Complete the sample space diagram. Okay. With 1, we need to have 1, then square, then 1, then circle. For 2, 2, then square, 2, then circle. And similarly for this now, you need to complete it for the numbers 3 and 4. When it is 3, we need to write it down 3 square and then at the end 3 triangle. For this 4 square, 4 circle and 4 triangle. This is how it is to be done. We have completed the sample space. Means we just need to have the full options for numbers as well as the complete combinations of the options of the shape and the numbers. Then part B. Eva says the number in my security code is even. Okay. Find the probability that Ahmed chooses Eva's security code. Ahmed chooses
2
an even number and a shape at random. Okay. Let's see it once again. The number in my security code is even. Okay. That is for Eva. That means the number could be either 2 or 4. Ahmed chooses an even number and a shape at random. Find the probability that Ahmed chooses Eva's security code. For this now, you need to see if we just complete it once again, 1 times square, 1 times this, 2 times 2 square, 2 circle, 3, 4, 3, and then
2 over 4.
3, 2 over 4. No, 3 times this, then 4 times this, and then 4 times this. Okay. Now read the question. The number in my security, Eva says, the number in my security code is even. That is either this possibility or this possibility. For Ahmed, actually. For Eva, it could be either 2. It is an even number and a shape at random. A number could be from either 2 or 4, and then he chooses a shape also. So find the probability that Emma chooses Eva's security code. That means 1, 2, 3 possibilities with 2, and same 3 possibilities for 4. So altogether we have got 6 possibilities. And if Emma chooses any one of these, that would be the replica of Eva's security code. That means for even this, for even this, for even this. Because when Eva has chosen either two, so all these 3 possibilities are there with Eva. And when she chooses 4, she has got all these 3 possibilities. So if Emma chooses any one of these 6, that is going to match with Eva's security code. So the probability is going to be any one from out of these 6, 1 by 6. Is it clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Then it is the next question that we need to move to. Write a positive number in each box to make each statement true. We need to write down a positive number. Okay. 0.8 is to be multiplied by what? So that it should be less than 0.8. Okay, you need to understand this thing. If you need to multiply it by 1, it would be again 0.8. But 0.8 is not less than 0.8. So that means this number should contain a number lesser than 1. So if we write down 0.9 or 0.95 or 0.8 or 0.7, any number within the range 0 till 1, that would be correct. So you can write down any number, let it be 0.5. So their product is going to be less than 0.8. Okay, now 1.3 divided by something so that its answer is less than 1.3. Less than 1.3. If you need to divide it by 1, 1.3 divided by 1, that would be again 1.3. That won't be less than 1.3. If you
Sir, divide by 2.
Yes, even you can divide it by 2. That means when you would divide it 1.3 by 2, that answer would be half of that, and that means that would be lesser than 1.3. Or even if you can just have its quarter, you divide it by 4, or even if you divide it by 3. So any number that is greater than 1, that would serve the purpose. Okay, 8 divided by what to get an answer greater than 80?
0.0.
Yes, any number between 0 and 0.1, that would be the answer. 0.05. If you need to divide it 8